NFL Films? Y'all gonna put me on? From a personality standpoint, TJ is gonna talk. He's gonna tell you exactly how he feels. Wake up, Cam! Wake up, Cam! Wake up! TJ Ward!
Yo, what's up? What's up? Welcome back. Safety First Show. It's your boy TJ Ward. Got a special guest with me right now, my dog DJ Williams, Gatorade High School Player of the Year, All-American, Buckets Award winner, 2001 national champion with, as you can see, the Miami Hurricanes, man. And CEO of Dime Life Clothing. Brother, what's happening?
What's good with you, baby?
Man, you know, just clocking, doing the same thing, man. I see you guys doing great things with you and Maurice on the podcast, man. How's that going?
Appreciate it, man. It's going well, man. We just having fun, talking ball, talking shit. You know, we decided to focus a little bit more on the college market. You know, everybody else is dabbling into the pros. So at the end of the day, just giving our 2 cents, man, on the game and, you know, just how we see things.
Yeah, for sure, man. We got to hear the perspective of ex-players like yourself, Maurice. Maurice won the Heisman, right?
Nah. I remember he went through the whole situation after they beat us in the Natty.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That was the last time that he really touched the field for Ohio State.
Man, I remember that national championship game because I was leaving like a track meet or somewhere. And we couldn't watch the end because we was driving home, so we had it on the radio. And like every play, I felt like I was in the 60s because we really had to envision it until we got home to see the replays. So I definitely watched that game like an old school, a real old school fan. No TV, no nothing. But man, that was a hell of a game. Man, what do you remember most about that game?
Them cheating. They cheated. Flag.
They cheated.
Yeah,
I would have to agree, man. Them last calls, man, was very in Ohio State favor, man. I just hate to see football games go like that, you know, towards the end, especially as players, man. We busting our ass. You know, we thinking, you know, we really have the outcome in our hands based off how we play. And then you get striped shirts or one of these zebras coming and throwing flags. And I know there's a lot going on with gambling and refs in the NBA and the NFL, the way they calling games. Man, how do you feel that the atmosphere is? You think that, you know, these refs is out here changing the outcome of the games on purpose?
So I remember it was about a few years ago, it was a handful of guys coming out talking about they got scripts in the NFL. Yeah. And for me, I mean, you play the game, dog. You know all the different moving parts. Like, can one guy make the difference in the game, fumbles, throwing interceptions and shit like that? Yeah. But when you're talking about a script on how things are going to end, I've always felt like it's just too many moving parts when it comes to football for individuals to do that. But then what has happened? Refs have gotten caught across all sports, you know, gambling themselves. So, look, they human, right? People going to do what they're going to do. They wiggle a little bit. They're trying to put some little pocket change, you know, in their pockets. But now there's a closer eye with social media because, you know, all these cats that you see on Instagram, when they bring in all these conspiracies, them shit's starting to add up now.
Man, it's starting to add up across the board. I'm like, man, I'm checking every game. Be like, hey, what about that call we got? Blah, blah, blah. Like, I mean, with gambling being so prevalent, it kind of was, you know, ostracized, looked down upon back in the day. Like, if you gambling, it didn't coincide good with football. But now, with sports and everything, it's like encouraged. Like, everybody gambling. Bruh. Everybody got a parlay. Don't even know what a parlay is. They just trying to win a couple bucks. But I agree with you. It's too much going on in the game for it to be like, hey, you do this, you do that, you know. But I do feel like the outcome can be changed by one flag. And you know that. One flag.
Yeah, it can change by one flag. But it ain't, listen, there's no script being handed out. Like these cats was talking about week 4, you're going to get a hamstring. We're going to sit you down. I was like, all right, man, come on.
Yeah, they talking Hollywood script. Like that's crazy. They and that usually we get a lot of bullshit from ex players, bro. What's up with why are a lot of ex players out here talking nonsense? Like it don't make no sense. Like we took the same path. We have our truths. But y'all just be out here, not y'all, but some of them just be out here talking just nonsense, and I'll be listening like, bro, you can't believe that.
Yeah, you know what? A lot of it come with, and a lot of players don't know how to adjust after football when you out of them bright lights, man. And believe it or not, listen, I personally have seen numerous individuals on social media that I played with, that I knew, that I looked up to, and I'm like, I don't even recognize this dude right now. It's like, and listen, my thing is some of these dudes is legends.
Man.
And I'm like, dog, you fucking up your legacy. Look, just go lay your ass down somewhere right off into the sunset and let people keep talking about your highlights and posting your stories. A lot of people just coming out here speaking, man, and what I've realized, and not even like on podcasts or shows of actual entertainment. I'm talking about cats just popping up the camera phone or the camera just going deep into thought and just listen, man, chill that shit out, man. Because at the end of the day, dog, you just look like a old disgruntled football player, man.
Man, that's facts, man. That's facts. But man, let's go back a little bit. Let's go back to De La Salle High School, the greatest high school ever, right? 151.
Hands down.
Huh?
I said hands down.
Hands down, yeah. 151. When I left, we was the last class, right? We was the last ones, last with dying breed. Your class, what was the wins at when you was there? Where were we at?
So I was a part of the class that broke the record, and then I was on the team that actually broke the record. The original record, and then I was on the team that won 100.
Okay.
So I was a part of two. Yeah, I was a part of two pivotal milestones and moments, man. Listen,
talk about the teams, bro. Y'all was loaded, man. I remember watching y'all play Pittsburgh when I was like in middle school. My pops took me to that Pitt Daylight game. It was so crowded, we were sitting on the stairs. At least I was sitting on the stairs.
Look, the conversation is, and I've been going back and forth with this with Jones Drew, because he's saying that he was a part of the best team in De La Salle history.
I've been saying that too. That was my junior year though. I didn't play, so I was riding pine at that point. Look, but that is an argument. But you boys was different. I ain't gonna hold you. Like y'all squad.
Here it is, right? When I break that down and I say we had hands down the best player in De La Salle history, Atari Callan.
In history, I think Atari the best ever.
Atari, hands down, the best player in De La Salle history. You know how they say every NFL player played high school with somebody that was lights and above better than them?
Yeah.
I used to be next to Atari and watch him like, God damn, the things that he used to do. The speed, the strength, the power. Tricked him off, dog. He should, listen, when he went to Cal and he played DB, that was the biggest, dog. He only 5'9". And they trying to have you out there on the island. First of all, he 5'9", and Atari was like
stocky.
He was 210. Man.
Yeah, I agree, man. When that happened, and it was like through the grapevine, it was like they making Atari play corner. It was just echoed through the bay, and that was
the biggest mistake, man.
But yeah, like you said, Atari was the perfect name because he was a joystick boy. Hey, when we was at Pop Warner, me and Jackie Bass, I wore 2 and he wore 1. They used to call us little DJ and Atari. But
that's
we took pride in that because we was like, yeah, little DJ and Atari, that sound about right. But man, like you said, you, Atari, Simon,
K. Simon, we had Tosh Lupoy there, right? But hold on, but that's what I'm saying. What years? Because we had Demetrius Williams. Mm-hmm. 2. Don't forget, I played with Johnny Tucker. What I was trying to tell Jones Drew is you got to tell me which year, because they was talking about they had Derek Landry. We had Landry too. We had a young Landry. Like when I look at it and I break it down, I say, okay, where was the equalizer? And I'm not finna pat myself on the back, but I think with me in the backfield with Atari, that shit was different.
It was different.
Like that shit. That you see what I'm saying? That shit was different.
It was different.
We knew at the end of the day when I got the ball, it was if he was bigger than me, I was gonna run away from him. If he was smaller than me, I was gonna run through him.
Yeah. Now I give you that because we really didn't have no safeties like that my junior year. Like our corners, we had Jack and Damon and Willie, and then Cam was playing a little safety, and DeMonte and Reese was playing Spartan. But I think it was Kavanaugh on the back end. Boy, you would have ran smooth through that man. Like bad. I ain't gonna hold you. So I might have to agree with you. That's young TJ and TJ not on the field, not senior year TJ, because I ain't gonna lie, I would have brought everything to you and Atari, and we would have just had but man, that's dope. That's dope we can have this conversation because we really had some great players at De La. And then to top it off, Coach Ladd and Coach Edson. And, I don't think many people take Coach Edson. I ain't gonna say take Coach Edson, but like what Coach Edson instilled that translated to college and to the pro game, special teams. Treat this like it's your last play. If you don't play special teams, you're not gonna play football past high school.
Listen, and we prided ourselves in special teams. I don't know if they still had it when you was there, but we had to audition.
Yeah, Cobra.
Yeah,
I heard about the audition too. Hey,
did you hear about my tape?
Please tell them about your audition tape. This is
all right. So
legend.
So again, like you spoke about, we took pride in wanting to be on special teams, even though at the time I was like sophomore of the year, junior of the year, whatever it is. Every year we had to audition, and so I wanted to be on more special teams than just punt return and kickoff return, getting the ball. Yeah. Like, nah, I wanted to be on that kickoff return. I wanted to be come across that behind that wedge, blindsiding cats, right? Like that's what I wanted, some of them good eats, right? I wanted
peel backs.
I wanted the peel backs, right? So Coach Edson, he used to give us an application. You had to apply. And at the bottom of it, it said if your mom was on kickoff, what would happen? I wanted to be on special teams so bad. So I got my two little sisters. I think they were like 9 and 5 at the time. I got a camera, and I had it all set up. It was very cinematic. And I finessed my moms, dog. I finessed my old girl. I said, look, this is just going to be for play. Put on these helmets. Put on these shoulder pads. We're going to kick this ball off to you. You're going to return it. I'm going to act like I'm going to hit you, but I ain't going to hit you hard. And it's funny because on the video, I kept the outtake. She kept saying, you ain't going to hit me hard. I said, I'm not going to hit you hard. Listen here. I ran through my mom 40 yards, 4-arm flipper. Flipped her twice. Flipped her twice.
Hey, and when we seen that video, it was like watching The Ring or something. You just hear about a horror movie, like, hey, man, horror movie, movies you don't want to watch, you turn it on, you die. Like, we finally seen the tape. Like, my senior year, they had brought it from the training room, and I was like this.
No, it was
like,
it was craziness. Listen,
I thought this was just an urban legend.
Listen, Dan Alexander, I think some dudes on the offensive lineman kidnapped Coach Edson's daughter. It was wild, dog. Like Coach Edson used to bring his daughter to work, and she used to sit in his office. He go into his office, and it's a note on his desk. These dudes went and cut newspaper clippings out. It was like, if you ever want to see your daughter again. They came to her like, hey, come walk with us. Dog, it was wild. It was crazy. But dog, it was the best environment. It's like when people talk about high school football, the best times of your life, because once you, even especially now in college, you got the business behind it. But back there, it was you, it was your dogs, and you were just riding.
Yeah, man. Them Friday afternoon trips to not play it again. It was Sports for All. Get them Newmans and get your swag, man. Like you said, bro, beautiful time. I'll cherish De La forever. Like, them relationships always there, as you can see us. And we didn't even go to high school together. You was gone before I got there. But it don't matter.
Yeah,
we've been
it's that brotherhood, man.
Same struggle, same everything. But let's move on to Yo, Miami Hurricanes right now, man. What is going on with Coach Cristobal? Carson Beck was supposed to be Heisman and all that, and boy, y'all done fell off the last 3 weeks. You done lost 2.
Yeah.
What's going on, man?
I mean, I've been speaking about a much larger issue than just Christian Ball or Carson Beck, and it's Miami's actually in jeopardy of losing its brand, right?
You did say that. Yeah.
Like, again, certain universities play a certain brand of football. They have a certain brand of players, right? You expect to see a certain thing on the field. And when it comes to University of Miami, we haven't been up to that standard. And it's been a long time. Like when you look at, I'd say over the 10 years, some of the teams that we've lost to, it just doesn't make sense at all, right? Because at the end of the day, 9 times out of 10, Miami has the best players on the field.
Yeah.
Like, 9 times out of 10, best players on the field. Playing in the ACC, right? You look at all the schools in the ACC, most of the times we got the best teams, but something's not clicking. And a lot of that to me has to do with just, losing the culture. Just like at De La Salle, we had a culture, right? Just with y'all with the no-fly zone, y'all boys had a culture. At Miami, we had a culture. And through all these different transitions, the ups and downs of the coaches, it's just been a loss of culture, man. And again, like I said, we are in jeopardy, like, of losing that brand of football. And the reason that I say that is like we're probably like a half a generation away from kids not remembering the Andre Johnsons, the Ed Reeds, the Devin Hesters, and all of these guys.
Yeah, that culture is very important. And once you lose that, you unknown, right? You guys had one of the greatest, if not the greatest culture in college football history. You name guys like Andre Johnson, shoot, I could name a million guys. Like y'all was just stacked, and the swag y'all played with, the energy you came with, the no nonsense. Just it didn't just represent y'all; it represented all of us. Like I ain't from Miami, but
Yeah.
we felt that all the way to Cali. I know some kids in Texas was feeling that.
Yeah.
It was just the way y'all was. You did it. You was the best players, expected to win. Every year you guys turning out top draft picks, man. That was a beautiful time in football, regardless, of what team you were a fan of, bro. I just love seeing great football. And you guys just exuded excellence, greatness, and shoot, it was a pleasure to watch y'all. It was just such good football, such exciting football. And, you guys had great groups, receiver groups, running back groups, DB
Highly
groups,
competitive,
right?
man. Highly
Who
competitive.
would you say Miami? Which group out of the positions would be the best group all time in Miami?
Oh, man.
Yeah, I know I'm pinning y'all against each other. Y'all is beating up on everybody else.
I'm gonna say we had some cold linebackers, boy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, look, if you go, just watch this. Ray Lewis, Dan Morgan, Jonathan Vilma,
Yeah.
Jesse Armstead, Jonathan Beeson. Right? Then you throw myself in there. Right? Like Rohan Marley. We had a cold group of linebackers. I was linebackers, receivers, because you had the playmaker with Michael Irvin, Santana.
DBs, Sean Taylor.
DBs.
Roll.
Damn. Now I sound real biased. But you know what I'll go with?
My dog.
I'll go with our DBs. No, I'm gonna go with our DBs. You want to know why?
What's up?
Our DBs was so dope and so skilled. All of them could have easily went and played either running back or receiver and still dominated and made it to the league.
Okay.
Like so I'm gonna go with the DBs, right? Because you saw what Reed did when he got the ball in his hands, right? You saw Trail used to return punts. So I'm gonna say I'll go with the DBs because I feel like all of us had max level talent, but at the end of the day, I think the DBs had more utility because I think they could play probably more positions, be successful.
No, that's a good call, man. Shout out to the DBs out there. We always say we the best group on the field. That's coming from a linebacker that played with the best players in college football. So I appreciate that.
At Miami, that's who you never wanted to mess with because if you mess with one DB, you had to mess with all of them.
Yeah, that's a fact. It's like O-line. Like
Yeah.
DBs in the O-line are like this. Like
Yeah.
I tell
But
people all
y'all
the time,
angry though.
the
Y'all
most
angry though.
similar groups because we don't get our just due. We travel in packs and we rely on each other so much. Like if one person makes a mistake, it make the whole line look bad, it make the whole secondary look bad. And
Yeah.
then we just mob like that. So O linemen and DBs are closer than most people think. That's funny. Now, the running back groups, we had Damian Williams on, and you guys, you see the show last week. We had him on there, and he had mentioned the Arkansas stable, right? Which is a good stable, right?
No, he said the first time.
Yeah, he did say the first time.
That's all I jumped on.
Yeah. But we just talking, we conversating, and we young, we a little younger, so our memories is a little shorter. But you had to go at the whole squad, man. They jump down, jump on the page. I seen everybody. I seen the greats all on my page. I'm like, hey, what's up?
Hey, we all in our mid-40s now.
Yeah.
We got time. Hey, all our kids is, you know what I'm saying? We got time today.
Yeah, for sure. Nah, but that was love. I love to see it because it just shows that chemistry, that camaraderie, that brotherhood that never goes away. I don't care what happens. You deal with one of us, you gotta deal with all of us at any moment, man. And that's dope. That's dope, man. But what else? What else you got going on? You coaching or something yet, man? You giving some game back?
Nah,
to
man.
What you got?
Nah, I don't have that in me. I do not have that in me. I wasn't too much of a technical guy. I was born with a lot of gifts. I was smart. I worked hard, but at the end of the day, man, I was just out there getting it. I really wasn't a crazy cerebral. And I think a lot of that had to do. I was blessed with size. I've been the same size since I was 14.
You tell them you was the same size in high school, bro.
That's what I said. I was blessed with size.
No way this man is in high school. Bro,
I was blessed with size. And then you know what else? Something, man. Like I live about a mile away from the school, and I just I'm still very close with a lot of coaches that are on the Miami staff that I actually played with, and just thinking about my job depending on 108 18 to 24-year-olds doing the right thing. And I'm not talking about on the field. I'm talking about off the field. Because I remember how wild and reckless, especially in Miami, I was in college. I was like, I don't want no piece of that.
We was up in Oregon. And we was wild. But, hey, first round pick, I forgot to mention that, to our Denver Broncos. Yeah. What was that feeling like going first round to a good organization and not a bad one? Because, sometimes you get that pick and you go into a terrible organization. It's like, I'm happy as fuck, but God damn, I would rather be somewhere else. Like me. But
what
was that like?
If you see my picture, I'm sad. I'm sad holding that jersey up. I'm sad. I didn't follow pro football like that. So when I got drafted, I thought the Broncos still had Ian Gold, Mobley, and Al Wilson.
Yeah.
So exactly. I'm like, right? I'm like, them dudes is, all Pro Bowl, all pro type dudes. Like, what they bringing me in here for? So I was sad because I was on the phone with the New Orleans Saints. When Jonathan Vilma went at number 12, the New Orleans Saints reached out to me. They said, hey, we looked at all of the teams. Nobody needs a linebacker. We're going to pick you with the 18th pick. So, Dante Stallworth, my cousin. So I hit D Stallworth up. And I'm like, I'm coming down there. Where the bees at? My whole family, we throwing beads around our neck, everything. I'm literally on the phone with the Saints. And my agent come out with a phone. He said, hey, you got to take this call. I said, do I have to? He said, yeah. He give me the other phone. I go look into the room. I saw the Denver Broncos traded up from like 24 or 25 to 17. And then I see my name go across the thing. I'm on the phone. And I go, hey, can I say no? And he was like, nah, you got to go. And he take the phone from the Saints. And then it was that corny, how would you like to be a Denver Broncos? I was sad. I was sad because, again, I thought they had all these linebackers there, right? And then on top of that, I was already excited. I was going to go to New Orleans. I was going to go hang out with my cousin. So that was a little shell-shocking. But once I got to Denver, it was all love. I got picked up by Freddie. Fast Freddie, man, picked me up from the airport. He talked to me the whole way. When I got picked up, though, in April, it was snow on the ground. So I'm looking at a lot of stuff like, hold on, man. Like, what's really going on here? But again, great city, man. Very privileged. I consider that I grew up in Denver, man. I came in very, very young as a young man. My mother, my sisters, my nieces, my nephews, they all still live there. I kept a house in Denver for about 10 years after I left. It's an amazing city, man. And I'm very, very thankful and I'm very proud that the organization drafted me. And I would have loved to just, finish my career out there. But that was my own doing. Got into some little knucklehead shit when I was young, and it carried over. But I had nine amazing years in Denver. Again, I'm going to Denver next week.
Oh, word. I might be going out there pretty soon myself. I remember when I took that free agent, that first time I landed to sign the contract, when I signed a new deal, and they took me $470. It ain't nothing on
it ain't nothing. Yeah.
Building. I'm like, hold up, where did I just sign to live and play at? I'm like, bro, this is worse than like New Mexico or something. I don't see nothing. And then, of course, we got on the 25. I'm like, oh, okay, this is where the
once you get in there, it's beautiful, man.
No, man, it's so dope. It's so dope, man. I like you said, it's a privilege to play for the Broncos and the city, the fans. Sure, man, it's not. I don't think it's a better place to play, honestly. I've only played in 3 places, but that took the cake, hands down. But
what's crazy
is right now you got young Bo Nix in there. He doing his thing. Defense playing well. What you think of their backers? What you think of Singleton and they got Greenlaw now came back. They outside edge rushing. They get into the quarterback.
I love the backers, man. They playing fast, and then I also love how they get out to the quarterback. That was something in my arsenal that I lacked, right? Even as an off the ball backer, and looking at these dudes, whether we talking about guys coming off the edge or guys coming off the ball. I don't know how they drilling it or what they doing, but everybody's aggressive and everybody's getting active after the quarterback. And I wish I had some of that. Like when Vaughn came, I was like year 6 or 7. One day I tried to ask him to teach me some, and I pulled him to the side, and he said something that made me realize, I ain't gonna be getting no sacks. So I bring Vaughn I put my pride to the side. And I say, hey, Vaughn, come chop it up with me real quick. He say, what's up? I said, dawg, I need you to teach me like some pass rush moves. Vaughn like, oh, bro, it's easy, bro. Let me show you.
Yeah.
It's easy, bro. Come here. He say, all right, so you want to act like you in a phone booth with me, right? So I'm like, all right, bet. He said, you want to get as closest to me as possible. I said, all right, bet. He said, but then you can't touch me. I said, wait, what? I said, so if you don't want him to touch you, why would you get as close as possible? He said, nah, bro. Then he started showing stuff, and I was like, yeah, never mind. Back to the bull rush, baby. back.
You got talent. I've been in that same position because, I blitzed a lot at dimes. So, I was trying to, I'm like, fam, man, he told me some, man, I'm like, well, yeah, you talented. I ain't even.
Yeah.
He was like, you want to push and then fall off him or some shit like that. And I'm like, that don't even make no sense.
So when y'all played Carolina, and he ended up getting one of those sacks where he stripped from Cam Newton, I bullshit you not. My last year in Denver, I saw him in pre-game warm-up, getting off the ball, taking 2 or 3 hard, quick steps, and then just spinning. And I go up to him, I said, bro, what is you doing? He said, I got this new move, bro. This shit gonna work. That shit ain't gonna work. Right? Like, when people are gifted, you know what I'm saying? When people are just gifted, like, I tell people what makes Vaughn amazing is whatever he can think of his body to do, it can do.
Yeah.
It really can do. And so it was crazy to see in that Super Bowl that move that I saw him doing 2 years prior that I thought That shit ain't never. It wasn't even like he was selling nothing. He was just running full speed, spinning. I was like, that shit ain't. This is football. Like that dude get paid too. Ain't nobody gonna just let you do that on the inside, bro. I mean, look, you got the ring to prove it, man.
Hey man, look, that's 2 years in the making. That's crazy because like you say, Von just so talented, and when you see him do stuff and he tell you how to do it, he make it seem like it's easy, and you just be sitting there like, I'm gonna try something else because I know I can't do that.
I'm gonna go back to this bull rush, baby.
I'm gonna go back to something else. I'm run you speed, do something, but I can't do that. I can't do that. Von out there, he with Washington right now. And that game last night, I know he was out there hot. Like I seen him, he trying to get to the rock, but the team around him, just they defense was, oh my God, atrocious.
Yeah,
I don't think I've seen that,
man. And they done lost their quarterback.
Yeah.
I had that elbow, man. I had that thing.
Nah, I ain't never did that. That's what I didn't do. I was scared to do that, so I would not stick my arm out. Like if I seen a situation where I had a guy that might close on one side and the other, I'm not sticking my arm in there. I'll stick my head in there before I stick my arm in there. But
you know who got me?
Who? Your own man?
Joe Mays.
Joe Mays. Who was that? Oh, the linebacker.
The one that hit Brian Schaub ear off.
Yeah. What?
Well, you ain't see him hit Schaub ear off?
He hit his ear off? Oh, bro. Yeah. I just seen that. Boy.
So I got the running back like this, and I just hear him and see him come. His helmet go right there. Arm go flap just like that. Take me in.
Yeah.
Take me in.
That ain't cool. Now we coming up. What is it? December? No, it's November. It's already November, right? Playoff picture is shaping up. The as they say, winter is coming. If you a Game of Thrones fan.
I am big time.
Yeah, me too. We are shit. That's a show right there. Describe playoff football in Denver.
Again, football in Denver, just in general, you got that altitude on you.
Yeah.
Right?
On your back.
You got and also what makes it beautiful is you have no idea what the weather is going to be.
That's true.
And a lot of times it is perfect weather for football, but the fan base and the energy is ecstatic. Like I'm sad, dog. I was one game away from the Super Bowl. But that energy, when you get the fan base, you get the whole city to come out. It's just energetic, man. You get a city that just loves sports, that's used to winning. It's just amazing. And again, you have that home field advantage because you got that altitude. And that was something that I used to always tell people. You mentally get used to it. Physically, the air just ain't there. But in your mind, you can relax and chill. You can say, I'm breathing. My lungs is getting full, so I'm okay. While those other guys is on the other side panicking.
Yeah, that's a fact, man. Because that altitude, they say it take like a half. I've never played in Denver on the road. The 2 times we went to Denver when I was in Cleveland, they had put me on IR because they were both the last games of the season. I had some little knick-knack injuries. But when I first got there, I didn't know what was going on. My lips was chapped as hell. I couldn't breathe. And it was hot outside. And I was just like, what is this? Where are we? But yeah, man, I'm going to let you get out of here. But I do need a favor.
What's that?
I need a drop. Second, I want to get me, you, Reese, Landry. I want to do a daylight episode.
Let's do it.
We just talked about. We could do a split, something, whatever. But we need to get the guys on and do something legendary.
Let's do it. We got to get Tosh on that thing.
Tosh.
So man. Look, I'm in a group chat with Tosh, man. Even though DC coordinator, Tosh still loose with it.
Man, I'll be up at Oregon. Every time that boy be on the go. He barely can stop and talk. He always got something on his mind. I don't even be trying to bother him too much. He be thinking about them 18, 19-year-olds out on them streets.
He love it. Again, I see who's supposed to be a coach. Taj Lupoi.
Yeah.
I knew that. I knew that when we were 14, 15. When I would come home from Miami for winter break, he would have workouts set up for us. That's all that's on his mind, man.
Yeah, I just remember kind of him coming back later and stories about y'all class and that senior class. I ain't never seen two high school players with skin bald heads that was 220. Hey, y'all had to be the only two players in high school football history with skin bald heads at 17 and 18. Walking around 220, 230, fast as hell, smacking shit. I'm like, bro, these are the prototype football players. If you said build a football player, DJ Williams will be the first. Kevin Simon is going to be the second.
Oh, man.
Nah, but real talk, man, thanks for coming for sure. I appreciate you always, man. I learned a lot. We chop it up a lot. And always appreciate the wisdom, bro, in the game going forward. And, man, bro, thanks for being on Safety First, man. Let me get a drop at Safety First Show. Tune in, like, comment, subscribe. You know how it go.
What's good? This is DJ Williams at Safety First Show. Tune in, subscribe.